Yellow, how you guys doing today? Good morning. If it's morning for you, I don't know. You might be in some weird place where it's not morning. I have no idea, but good to see everybody. How y'all doing today? Hopefully everybody is amazing. You might be in some really weird place where it's not morning, where it's not night, where it's not day. It might be like nobody even knows. You might be in outer space or another planet, or I have no idea. But either way, nice to see you guys. I see we got Melon in the house. What's up, Mr. Melon? We got Yuri, we got Guy, we got William, we got JP. What's up, Mick? Christian, Sabari. We got COD Mobile Infinite and Mark Bass so far. Thank you for coming out to my crazy live stream. I really appreciate it. All right, so this is weird. Oh, I see what it's doing. I hope you have no pop-ups. You don't like pop-ups? What if a big, like, spider popped up right in front of you? That'd be bad, right? I don't know. Don't ask. Don't ask. I'm dumb. I say dumb things a lot. Okay. So, we're going to get into some live racing with this guy right here. I got out. Uh-oh. It's not working. Hold on a second. There we go. It took it a minute. So I am in the 12.0 lobby. I got to go start the wild card for my crew really fast. But yeah, we should be in the 12.0 lobby or something similar to that. Oh no, the wild card's not ready, so I'm going to put my tokens in, and unfortunately, we need more, so. This is one of the first times I've ever seen a wild card on Sunday that wasn't full, so yeah, I'm going to have to yell at my crew. Hold on a second. Guys, the wild card is not ready. Yeah. This is the first time I think we've ever had it not ready on a Sunday, which is one of the big days. This is bad. Why don't you fill up the card? You dirty, rotten turd bags. See, I'm talking to my guys right now. You guys all stink. No, I'm just kidding. I'm not actually saying that to them. But I type into the phone and it types it out. But unfortunately, there is no card to start. That's a bummer. Well, if it gets filled up, one of the other admins, please start it up because I'm live streaming right now. And well, yeah. I guess we're going to run without the card, guys. Sucks, but it is what it is. I don't know why it's not filled up. Let me get the live stream back to the spot where it's supposed to be, and let's go live race. 12.0 lobby today, everybody. 12.0 lobby. Enter. Pin message. Oh, for crap's sake. Man. It's making me do the pop-ups. Oh, that's what pop-ups you're talking about, wasn't it? These stupid things that pop up. Let me collect the thing. I want to get out of here. Stupid Jerry. I don't like you, Jerry. Go away. Go away, Jerry. I'm trying to play CSR Racing, Jerry. Leave me alone, Jerry. Okay. Now we're back out to the live racing screen, so let's go do it to it. Me and Jerry are no longer friends. That's all I'm going to say. How do you get more cars and cool cars? Well, unfortunately, it's not easy to get the good cars. Somebody who's been playing for quite a while will probably have some really nice cars. But you got to win them from events. You got to collect them as prizes. Sometimes you pull them out of crates. There's a lot of ways to get cars, but most of the really, really good cars, you got to be kind of lucky to acquire them or win them somehow. Yeah, Gamera is a Koenigsegg, actually. It's one of the best cars in the game. One of the best. This car is amazing. Everybody needs 1 or 2 or 3 of these. Or 4 or 5. Okay, just one's fine. One's good enough. There we go. You're not gonna beat me, sir. He thought he was gonna get me, but yep. The Gamera sneaks past you right at the last second. Yep, the classic pop-ups. What's up, Stax Fetty? How you doing today? Nice to see ya. William, did I say hello? I don't think I did. What's up, Brandon? What's up, Portugal? Half-baked. Hello, hello. Mech says wants to know if he's curious if his messages are being blocked on the other channel. You know what? I never got around to checking that out. They shouldn't be unless you made somebody mad. Mech, you're actually a channel member on my other channel, aren't you? Aren't you a paid monthly member over there? But no, it should not be blocking your messages. Did you make one of the moderators mad on the live stream or something? I mean, why do you think they're being blocked? That's the other question, I guess. Hey, Chris, what's going on, buddy? All right, here we go. Do it to it. Kenyon wants to know, can you give tips on how to GE? How to get the 2020 Corvette T5 max out? Well, at the moment, I think the only way to get that is to open silver or gold crates and be lucky because there's 900 cars in the game. There's like 900 cars in the game. One thing you could do is go into the showdown that's using it and click on it and see if it gives you an option to get it somehow, but... Let me do something. Hold on, guys. I gotta check this out really quick. Switch account. Danny Lightning War Robots. YouTube Studio. I'm gonna check right now to see if you're blocked, Mick. Settings. Alright, here's blocked members. Oh my god, some of the names of these people who are blocked is crazy. It does look like somebody might have blocked you. I wonder why. Alright, well, you are unblocked. You have been unblocked from the other channel. I'm not really sure if somebody did it by mistake or what happened, but yeah. I don't know why that was. Just make sure you behave. Yeah, that's surprising. I'm really surprised that you were blocked. I don't remember you ever being any type of troublemaker or anything. Just behave, like Austin Powers says. Behave. I'm not very good at doing that accent, am I? Alright, Jamae has a good idea, huh? Alright, hold on. Sorry, I got a lot of things going on right now. It's hard to concentrate. It's hard to concentrate. What's up, Charlie? How you doing? Alright, you're gonna behave? Good. Yeah, I'm not really sure. Sometimes people have been banned by mistake, so I don't really know why they got you, or who got you. It doesn't tell me who banned you or why, but yeah, now you're good to go. Kenyon says, Danny, how can I text you? You cannot text me. I am not going to give out my phone number, if that's what you're asking. And pretty much any type of social media thing I'm on, I had to set it to where nobody can message me because I get blown up thousands of times a day. And I cannot keep up with all that. And people get really mad when I don't respond to their messages and start cussing me out because it took me, they posted it, and then 5 minutes later I haven't replied yet, so then they send me 50 angry messages. Not kidding. Not kidding. People get crazy. You wouldn't believe the way some people act. It's horrible how some people act, and those people ruin it for the people who can behave themselves. JP says the Hunatron is impossible to get into the 12 with no tunable parts. Well, yeah, you got to upgrade the tunable parts on every car. Those are the most important ones on any car. If you don't have at least like nitrous tires and transmission, the car is always going to be crap for the most part. William says Danny is Pinky and Melon is the brain. That's, I don't know if I'm offended by this or not. I think I'm supposed to be offended here. I don't really remember much about that cartoon, so I don't know if that's an insult or what. Wasn't Pinky an idiot? I think he was the idiot, wasn't he? Alright, I need to get some more gas here. I'm running low. So you're saying I'm an idiot? Man. That's messed up. What car am I driving? This is the Koenigsegg Gamera. Why can't I sync my 2 accounts on live? Now that's a question I cannot answer. I can't tell you what kind of weird mechanics the game has behind the scenes. I have no clue. I mean, if they're both running in the same lobby, you should be able to find each other technically. If not, I don't know if they made some sort of... No, I don't know. Sometimes it's easy to find lobbies, sometimes it's not. What's up, Odom? Yuri says Pinky is really dumb, so I should be offended. Alright, there's Millen. Alright. I probably do have a video explaining the prices on those cars, I bet. I can almost guarantee you I made a video at some point that tells you the average price of a tier 2, tier 3, tier 4, tier 5. I think I answered your comment earlier this morning, but I know tier 5 is like 6 or 7 million on average to upgrade and fit all the parts to. I think a tier 4 car is around 4 million. Tier 3 I think is around what, like 2 million? Tier 1 and tier 2 I really don't know. I'm really not sure. William D says, if you are an idiot, then why am I watching you and following you? I don't know. You tell me. But yeah, I mean, not every car does have the same upgrade cost, but a lot of them have a similar cost. But you can take 2 tier 5 cars and they might actually have a slightly different upgrade cost. So we just kind of go by like a random general idea. Yuri says Pinky thinks of stuff well over average than the brain. Random general ideas. Because, yeah, I mean, the amount of stars it has, I mean, that's actually a few different variables. I think the more stars it has, well, you also got to think there's the cost before and there's the cost after adding all the fusion parts. So there's a few different variables or ways to look at it, too. What's up, Dark? Dark, you don't like your Regera, buddy? Regeras are sweet. What's up, Christian? How you doing today? Yeah, I really like the Regeras, man. The Regeras and the Aguiras are both crazy good cars. Everybody should have one of each if possible. Well, I guess I shouldn't say that because they're not easy to get, but right now you can get the Gamera out of the race pass for free if you're able to beat the race pass. I mean, that's a heck of a deal. Am I running my own live setup? I actually have no idea. I think I made a couple of different videos about this car and showed a few different ways to tune it for live racing and some other stuff, so if I am running one of the tunes I showed on the videos I made for this car, I'm not really sure which one it is. Melon, thanks, buddy. That was fun. All right, we got Supercell. But yeah, I should be in the 12-0 lobby, but the way some cars work, it's a little hard to know for sure. But I'm probably in the 12-0 or somewhere close to that. If I remember correctly, it's only like it's like 2 to 3 million, I think, to max a tier 3 car, if I remember correctly. I don't remember the exact numbers, but I know it's somewhere in that ballpark last time we checked. But like I said, I bet I got a video that explains it, that goes into more detail. Three, two, one. The sad thing is I wasn't paying attention to the last race, so I don't know who won that one. I really don't. I hope that worked. I just cleared my throat and I tried to mute the microphone and I don't think it muted. I think no, man. I so messed that up. I pushed it to mute it and then I pushed it again when I was done to unmute it and I think that muted it. So yeah, that didn't work out. That did not work out. The first, man, the mute button failed me, guys. The mute button has failed me. Hey, Christian, how you doing? Nice to see ya. We got Leroy. Leroy in the house. Yeah, this car is a really weird one to drive, honestly. In a good way, though. I like it. It's just such a weird car, and weird in a good way, though. Really, really weird in a really good way. It'd be fun to drive one of these in real life. If I remember correctly, I think the best way for me to launch this is to let go of the gas on number 2 and then hit the nitrous on 3rd. Now I think that gives me almost a perfect 12.0. Let's find out. No, that was a 12.1. Maybe it's nitrous on 2nd. Jamie, I'm glad you're liking my YouTube channel, buddy. Thank you. I appreciate the kind words. But I think it slows me down. It either slows me down or makes me too fast when I do that little kickback. I remember not wanting that. Every time I haven't driven a car for a little while, I got to figure out how I had it set up to be shifted. Ooh, that was a 12.9. That was a slow one. All right. 3, 2, 1, go. Let's try this. It didn't shift. I pressed the button and it didn't work. I'm having a bad day with shifting. Dark is live racing the super van. He says that's his favorite live racer. Yeah, man, that's a cool car, actually. We'll do a couple more races with Super Shell. What Purple Star car do you recommend? Which Purple Star cars do you have, I guess would be the question, because the Purple Stars are the ones that are not easy to get. I'm not going to be honest with you, there's a lot of reasons why I don't exactly like Purple Star cars. A lot of the times, Purple Star cars, if there's a golden version and a Purple Star version, there's a lot of events and stuff like that that will not allow you to use the Purple Star version, so You're almost better off with most cars using the Golden Star version. If that makes sense. But there's a lot of really good Purple Star cars. There's a lot of really good Gold Star cars. What's my favorite car in CSR2? That's a really hard thing to answer because there's so many that I like. This is one of my favorites. The Super GR is one of my favorites. The Fast and Furious Ford Escort is one of my favorites. I don't know. There's so many good ones. Like, this game busts out a lot of really good cars. So it's really hard to pick just one. But yeah, this is definitely one of the better cars in the game right here. I love this thing. All right, let's go give somebody else a chance to live race me. Oh, we got Odom in a big old boat. Odom, you're driving a boat, buddy. A big old boat. I actually wonder why they started calling cars boats. I don't really see the resemblance. And not all boats are big. There's a lot of really small boats out there. I mean, most of them are bigger than a car, but I think that's a really weird thing to call a car just because it's big. A big old boat. Yeah, that's really weird. There's probably some boat. There's like rowboats. Those are probably smaller than a car. Oh, recommend a... I don't really remember what's in the race pass, but I made a video a couple days ago going over all the cars. I do know the Gamera is in the free one and it's amazing, but I don't even remember what 3 cars are in the race pass as far as the Purple Star ones. You might want to go watch the video I made the other day because I went over all the specs. I checked to see if any of them were good live racers. My memory is very bad. Ah, that would make sense. Pigus, what's up, buddy? He says he thinks they call them a boat because they're not very maneuverable. That would actually make a lot of sense. You're probably right. You are probably right. Hey, Musa, what's going on? 12.0 Dino. I got it up there in the pinned comment. I wish YouTube would make people look at the pinned comment before they joined. Yeah, okay, the Duke Dynamic, that is such a nice looking car, but unfortunately, you're not going to win any live races with the Duke Dynamic. But man, it looks so cool. Do I have a second account? No, just this one. Well, I do have an account that I can use to make YouTube videos with, but that's a little different. I have one account to play, and then I have accounts I can use to make shift pattern videos with and whatnot, but it's cool to have access to those so I can show you like how to drive any car in the game. But I don't play on those accounts because I don't think that would be the right thing to do. Yuri, your dad used to have a Javelin? That's kind of cool, actually. Alright, let's see what time I run with the kickback there. I'm going to pay attention to that. 11.9, so that ran a little fast. So Real McCoy, what's up, buddy? He says the big Buicks, Caddies, and other sedans on the 60s were so heavy they rocked and swayed on the highway like a boat. That's interesting. Autumn, yeah, thanks for the swaps, buddy. That was fun. William D says it's very pretty, but that is all. Yeah, the Duke Dynamics, it looks amazing, but yeah. I was really hoping the Duke Dynamic Porsche would have a live racing setup because it's one of the best looking cars in the game, honestly. It's one of my favorite looking cars. I mean, it just looks so amazing, but yeah. I wish they would have made it as good as it looked. But they didn't. Darn you, CSR Racing. Darn you, CSR. Jamie, are you talking about... Oh, you think you saw me in another lobby? You might have. Well, like, if I'm live racing, though, I'll have the same name as you see here on this account. I think it's just Danny Lightning YT. I think that's what I put in my name currently. There might be people out there with the same name, Danny Lightning, trying to pretend to be me. Some people do that. Yuri, what the heck is Red Furry? Yuri and Red Furry is... Red Fury, Red Furry? What is that? I have no idea. Mech, have a great day. Catch you later. Hope whatever stuff you have to do goes smoothly. William D says the dork house seems to be slower. Yeah, somebody says they nerfed it. I need to work on that. I think today I'm going to work on making some bonus shift pattern videos, and I'm going to have to take a look at that dork house. Do I ever plan on playing games like Forza? You know, I have a hard time finding time to play extra games. I've got 2 gaming channels which take up a lot of my time. I got a audio and tech channel, and trying to fit in extra games, yeah, it's just not easy to do. If I only had one gaming channel, maybe, but I mean, my other gaming channel probably takes up at least 6 hours out of my day by itself. William D, that was actually a free car, I think, wasn't it? Was that in the showdown, or did they just give it to us? I don't remember, but... Yeah, it sucks when they change the cars, and a lot of times when they do change one, they don't tell us that they changed it, which also sucks. Some of the Legends cars are pretty nice. I wouldn't say they're overrated, but there are nice Legends cars, and there's a bunch of them that suck. Like, a lot of people like the Boss Mustang. A lot of people like the 250 GTO. A lot of people like the McLaren F1. But yeah, there's a handful of really good ones. I can't remember which all ones are good offhand. If I remember correctly, people like the Bugatti, and I think they like the Jaguar also. Unfortunately, my memory is pretty terrible, though. Yeah, the Dark Horse was the Tier 4. Ah, Levi just got the F1 yesterday. Congrats, buddy. It's cool to get that thing. It's a really nice car. Really nice car. All right, I need to start paying attention to the racing. One of the problems I have sometimes is I'm watching the chat or paying attention to talking and not paying attention to what I'm doing on the racetrack as much. No, I just raced you a whole bunch. Let's find somebody else. Give them a chance. Let's race this guy. Jamie has 2 more cars until the F1. You'll be there pretty soon. It takes a while to get all that stuff, but it's worth it in the long run. I'll tell you what, that is such a cool looking car right there. I love the way that car looks. I don't think he's going to pick up. El Diablo, what's going on? How you doing today? The 488 Spider. Is it the Pista Spider or just the 488 Spider? The 3-star Ferraris are terrible. If you're talking about the 3-star Ferrari, it is absolutely horrible. The Super Negla is okay. I have some videos about that car. I don't remember how much I liked it or disliked it, but... yeah, Yuri, there's a lot of brands where they don't give out parts easily. Like, some of these brands, they give out parts like crazy. Others, it's like good luck trying to get some fusion parts for that. I mean, the Pista cards, if you're talking about the 488 Pistas, they're great. If you're just talking about the non-Pista versions, then they're terrible. The Pista and the Pista Spider are both awesome. I think the Spider, the Pista Spider is slightly better than the regular Pista, if I remember correctly. Why is my car not wanting to shift gears today? It's giving me a hard time. Yeah, Mazda parts are a little bit harder to get as well. I wouldn't say they're impossible, but they're definitely a little bit hard to get. Well, the Ford GT40 is going to be easier to get parts for than the Bugatti, I guess. So when you're restoring Legends cars, I think what you want to do is figure out which Legends cars you're going to use to win the event and focus on restoring those ones. So if you go to my channel and you scroll down, you're going to find my playlist, and I have a Legends playlist. On one of those videos, I tell you which cars I used and why. And the reason why was because they were easier to get parts for. So you want to focus on the ones that get you through the events first. And then after that, just kind of focus on whatever you feel like, I guess. But I think I used the Bosch 302. I used the Corvette, I think. I used the little Ferrari 250 GTO. I used the Lamborghini. They actually force you to use the Lamborghini at some point. I think there was one more car, but I don't remember what it was offhand. But the Bugatti's one that I never bothered to level up, I don't think so. What car do I hate the most? Probably the BMW M8 type of cars. Not M8. The BMW i8. The i8 and similar. They're terrible, 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 terrible cars. The i8, the ASC8, whatever it is, just awful. Awful. But they sure look nice. Ure says, is that the fastest car in the game? What is that? Are you talking about the Gamera? Kevin says, how do you know what cars to pull for? Do you mean how do you know which ones to try and get out of the crates? Like which cars to pull out of crates? Is that what you're asking? There's a lot of cars in this game. We have we probably have roughly 900 cars right now. And some of the cars in the game are actually absolutely terrible, even if they look cool. So I guess if there's a specific car you're interested in, I mean, there's a bunch of videos on YouTube that kind of go over how to drive the cars and all that stuff. I guess as a newer player, it's pretty hard to figure out which cars are good and which ones are not. But I've got a whole playlist on how to drive different cars, and I review the cars and stuff like that. Now, I don't have every car in the game because there's just so many of them. But you have to figure out, I guess you would have to ask somebody, hey, is this car worth upgrading? So that's where live streams like this come in. But one thing you got to think about is some cars are good at top speed, some cars are good at acceleration, some are great at beating the dyno time, some are good at crossing the finish line quickly. Different cars are good at different things, and not every car is good at all of those things. So it also depends on what you're trying to do with the car, whether that makes it good or not. What's the difference between iOS or Android? Well, not much. People on iOS say their loading screens are faster. They don't have to wait as long for the game to load. But besides that, I mean, it's the same exact game, I think. I don't think there's really any difference for the most part. The main difference is iOS phones, as far as I know, are always very expensive. And Android phones, you can get more affordable ones. So Jamie, me and Max just live streamed together the last several weeks. Max doesn't always have time to live stream with me, so we're going to try and set up something maybe like once a month when he has time. We'll see how it goes. But yeah, it's kind of hard for him to have time sometimes, but he had some stuff, you know, he had a little bit of a break, I guess, recently, so he was able to pop on for some streams. It was cool to have him on. Yuri says, every time I do a crew cup race on my Android, I'm racing on nothing. That's weird. That's really weird, actually. Hold on a second. This thing's popping. Let me shut down Google Chrome and see if that fixes it. As far as I know, there's nothing else open that could use my microphone. Let me make sure I've got an idea. I'm going to go into the settings on the emulator really fast and make sure it's not able to use my microphone. Microphone. Unfortunately, there's no way for me to turn that off. Let me just go ahead and set it to that. Let's see if that stops the popping. I found out on Windows when your mic starts making those popping sounds, those little popping or clicking sounds, it's because some other program that has access to your microphone is active in the background and it's doing something. It's some sort of weird Windows audio driver. I haven't really been able to figure out exactly which program's doing it. Yuri, have a great day. Catch you later. That's kind of illegal. There is an option to record angels after the race, which isn't available. What do you mean by... record angles. So you're saying iOS does have some extra options that Android doesn't have? Interesting. Normally if a game is on both, it's the same on both, but that's interesting. I wonder why they would do that. Super strange. Autumn says, I should change my voice so it sounds like I have a different guest. Yeah, the voice changer thing's a pain in the butt to play with during the live stream, actually. My screen's filled up with, the game and the chat, and then I gotta open another window, and there's no... Yeah, it's just a big old pain. Just a big old pain! Unless you have, like, one of those really expensive streaming things, like the Rodecaster Pro or whatever. But those things are all like $400 or $700. I'm not going to spend that money just to have some dumb toys that I'm probably hardly ever going to use. You know what I mean? I would love to have a Rodecaster Pro, but I'm not spending $700. And it's huge. I don't have any room for it. Like it wouldn't even fit on my desk. It's so big. All right, let's go back out to the lobby. Jamie says, can you swap with me in a little? All right, so if I come back out to the lobby and you can challenge me quickly, yes. Normally, as soon as I come out of the lobby, somebody's challenged me. So you got to get me quick. And we got it. Yay! Yuri says, I got 1 star the first 2 times, and then I got the Mach E right after. What's way too fast? But yeah, you guys need to get the Camaro out of the race pass, guys. I'm telling you. Why it has only one speed. George, what do you mean why it has only one speed? What is it, my friend? I don't know what it is exactly. It could be anything, I suppose. Oh, I slowed down too much. I messed up. Alright, so Luna2 says, question, is the Bugatti W16 Minstrel a good car for live racing? Yes, that is a good car. I remember it did have a live racing setup. And I made a video about it, but I think the other day somebody left me a comment saying I forgot to add the live racing part to it, so... But yes, that's a pretty good car. I remember at a low performance point high Evo setup. But I don't remember how I set it up that way, actually. Big Joker, what's up? He says EVs usually have one speed. I'm pretty sure on most electric vehicles you do have to shift gears. I don't think I've ever driven any car in the game that only has one gear. Now, I know you can set up the Bugatti, and if you tune into this, or not the Bugatti, but I know the Gamera, if you set it up a specific way, you can make so it doesn't have to shift gears at all. But most of these cars have more than one gear. I think there's a couple that only have like 3 gears. What do I think about the Cento Daihatsu? You know, it's got like I think it's got a low upgrade live racing setup that used to work for me really well, but for some reason I can't get it to win live races anymore. So I don't know if I got it pushed or what, but I used to love that car. Luna, you're welcome. I don't know how easy it is for you to get stage 6 parts for that car, but overall it's a very nice car. Oh, so if you're talking about a test drive, if you're doing a test drive, you're driving a car that doesn't really have any upgrades on it, so I wouldn't go by that. I think the test drive is probably like a stock car with no fusions or no anything. I don't know why. I think if they should do a test drive, they should let you test drive it maxed out or something. Yeah, lobby should be about 12.0. Alright, good swaps, JP. But yeah, I think I'm just going to do a lot of shift pattern videos today. I'm kind of thinking on maybe Mondays or something, releasing shift pattern videos. Maybe release 1 or 2 on Sunday, 1 or 2 on Monday. I don't know. But I want to do a series on all the boss cars. How to drive and review the boss cars. Now, I do have some videos on the Sesto already, so I don't need to make a new one for that, I don't think. But I know I've always got people asking about Donna's car. I think Donna's car is one of the first ones I'm going to do one about. Donna's car is pretty cool. I don't know if it's got any type of live racing setup for it or not. I know you can get it to beat the dyno time. It's somewhat fast if I remember correctly. Yeah, I've been asked to do a video on Donna's car many times and I've just never got around to it. So I think I'm going to make one today. Christian, you disconnected. Yeah, that happens sometimes. So it's about time to get some of those shift patterns rolling. Especially the cars. I mean, everybody has a chance to get the boss cars, right? Like, I don't even know if I've made a video about the Shaxx car, which I should because it sucks. If I make a shift and review and say this car sucks, that's one of the first things I'll say at the start of the video. Just so you know, this car may look cool, but it sucks. This is how you drive it. You would challenge me and it said I disconnected. More than likely somebody else got me first, I bet. Or it might have been one of those weird game glitches. The game does glitch out a lot. I'm not sure which one of those two things it was, but it was probably one or the other. I don't know if it's my turn to win or not, so I'm just going to go ahead and slow down. Oh, it was my turn to win. Okay. Ari's going to get the Gamera. Nice. Love that thing. Yeah, it's not exactly easy to get fusions for, but you can spend your bronze keys to open crates. Oh yeah, KJ's car is really bad. Really bad. It's very slow. Larry's car is terrible. Unfortunately, almost all of the boss cars are bad except for a couple. I should make the thumbnail say this car kind of sucks. Maybe I'll do a couple of boss cars today and release a couple of boss car videos tomorrow. I need to do the Shaxx car. I need to do Donna's car. I need to do KJ's car. I think those are the three main ones people are interested in that I haven't done a video yet for. Yeah, I don't think we're ever going to get Tempest 4. I think that's just something they're teasing us with. That's never ever going to happen. Yeah, you don't really see the F40s or the F50s too much anymore. There was a time when they were really good many years ago, but they don't live race well nowadays. You can win a couple live races by beating the dyno, and then the game moves your car into a lobby where you can't win anymore. So, yeah. Yeah, but if I don't make a video about it, right? If I do make a video about it and let people know that it's bad, at least that gives people who watch it an idea that the car is bad. So it's actually good to make videos for bad cars, just so people can be like, "Oh, I'm gonna skip that one." But yeah, the Ferrari F40 was my go-to live racing car for a long time. Now it's just terrible, unfortunately. Leroy found melon. The Rocket Bunny Toyota, the boss car. The boss car Rocket Bunny Toyota is okay. It's not great, but it's not a bad car. I remember winning some live races with it. It's actually kind of fun. But it's not like one of the better cars in the game or anything. There's way better tier 2 cars or tier 1 cars or whatever it is. So that's weird. I changed the setting on the emulator and the popping seems to have stopped. Huh. I wonder if it was the emulator getting weird, making the popping sounds. I'll know for sure if it never does it again. So, Yuri, you don't like KJ's Toyota Rocket Bunny, huh? I think it's cool. I mean, it's not great, but I like it. I would have to try it again, but last time I live raced it, it did awesome. Ivo 961 got the DBS Super Legra from a crate and wanted to know if it's any good. I don't really remember that car being great. Melon, are you here? Do you know if that's got a good live racing setup or anything? I probably have some videos about that car, but there's, like I always say, there's about 900 cars in this game, so trying to remember all of them is almost impossible. But I don't really remember liking that car very much. Hey, Luke Man, what's up? Melon, it does, so it does have a live racing setup. So if that's the case, then it's not that bad. Spin a lot, yes, the BR9 was a really good car back in the day. I haven't seen that anybody have that car in a long time, so I don't even know if... It's kind of crazy to think about it, but it's been so long since I've seen that car. I bet a lot of people who own it probably don't even play the game anymore. Good swaps. Let's go back out to the thingy dingy. Oh, there's not a lot of people in here. Let's race a bot. We'll race Scully or whatever that is. AV for life. How you doing today? 3, 2, 1, go. Jamie, yeah, that was fun, buddy. Thank you. The dingy thingy. No, what's the thingy dingy? Not the dingy thingy. The thingy dingy. I guess either way it works about the same, right? Huh, we're kind of in an empty lobby. Uh-oh. Is the game mad at me? Is it like, we don't want you to live race real people anymore, so we're going to put you... Wait a second, we got to race this guy. His name is Simon Says See Ya, right? Well, Simon's about to get his buttocks kicked. 3, 2, 1... go. He says, see ya. Yeah. Eat my dust, sir. Look, I even drove it like crap, and I'm still gonna beat you, aren't I? Ha ha! Yeah, I love the way the Chrome makes those little charts for the showdowns. I wonder how long that takes him to make that. I bet that would take a good hour or two to put that little chart together. Simon, I didn't have to try and I kicked your butt. Alright, well, let's go race you some more then, Jamie, because nobody else is in here at the moment. What's up, William? How you doing? It took everybody else out of the lobby but us two. That's really weird. Well, there's that one guy. There's 3 of us in the lobby. All right. Bam. Unfortunately, most of the Porsches in the game are not very good. There's 1 or 2 Porsches that are really nice, but most of them are pretty lousy, so I probably wouldn't upgrade those if I didn't absolutely need to. How to tune it also depends on what parts you have installed on it. So when you change parts, that normally requires a retune. So you know, it would depend on how you had it set up as to how you would tune it. Yuri got to charge the phone. All right, Yuri, have a great day. Catch you later. Thank you for stopping by. Like the other day, I had a car and I got 2 fusion parts for it. I installed them and I had to make a drastic change on the transmission slider and a small change on the nitro slider just for adding 2 parts. So sometimes a couple parts can make a really big difference. But if you go down to my YouTube channel and you scroll down, you'll see my tuning playlist, which will teach you how to tune your car according to the parts you have installed. But there's 900 cars in the game, so I can't tell you the best shift pattern for all the cars. You would have to have a photographic memory. But you can look up how to tune that on YouTube. If I don't have a video, I mean, somebody else probably does. I'm not sure if they're going to show you stage 5. But let's just say you had yours on stage 5 and you were missing like 5 fusion parts and I was missing 10. The tunes would probably be very different, or at least somewhat different. So that's another thing you got to think of. Those videos that show you how to tune cars will give you a good idea of where they need to be, but don't copy them exactly unless your parts match. Hopefully that makes sense. I don't think I've ever seen Nut and Coco. Not that I can remember, at least. Sky's the limit. How you doing? Just woke up all hungover. Well, that's no fun. Hey, Timmy, how are you today? Yuri's back. Hey, man, yeah, you're welcome. Unfortunately, I mean, it's impossible to remember all the shift patterns for all the cars because there's so many. Like, when I make a video on how to drive a car, I make them for some of them. I don't have videos for everything, but if I do make a video for one, you know, at some point I started doing a stage 5 and stage 6 tune. If you can't find mine, there's going to be somebody showing you how to do it on stage 6 out there on that car. which should at least give you kind of an idea. It may not be perfect, but at least it'll give you an idea of where to start. But if you do go to my playlist and you scroll down and find the tuning playlist, that'll teach you how to get a really amazing tune on any car according to the parts you currently have installed on it. I shouldn't say any car because there are a few really weird ones, but I would say on 95% of the cars, that method works awesome. Alright, so April, if you beat the boss, but the car never showed up, unfortunately, I think the only thing you can really do is contact game support and let them know what happened. That's really your only option, is to contact them and hope they'll send you the car. Big joke says, I forget the shift patterns. Yeah, you know, I go watch my own videos. If I haven't driven a car for a long time, I'll either pull up one of my videos, or if I don't have one, I'll pull up somebody else's video on how to drive the car and then go from there. Because, yeah, it's impossible to remember all that stuff. Portugal, I was just thinking I'm tired and I need more coffee. But I gotta take a quick pee break, guys. I gotta pee, so we will, I'm gonna be right back, okay? It's pee time! It's rare that I get through a stream without having to pee. I'm not really sure if yawning and being tired is really the same thing, because I don't know, I think yawning has more to do than just being tired. I could be wrong, though. Okay. I'm back. I'll be back. I am back. Get to the chopper now. Yeah. Get to the chopper now. That's all I can say. All right. Hold on a second. Hold on 1 second. I got to figure out how to get this screen off of here. Oh, wait, it's off. Never mind. I already turned it off. All right, let's go get some more gas. Let's fill her up. Fill her on up, fill her on up, fill her on up, fill her up. So yeah, if I miss saying hello to anybody, I feel I'm sorry. I was just about to say I feel bad for you. I don't know why. Sometimes sometimes our brains think some weird things. If I miss saying hello to anybody, I apologize. That's what I wanted to say. There we go. Hey, Chrissy, how you doing? Nice to see ya. Any tips? Just beat the last race. Any tips for what, April? Did you hear what I said a minute ago about contacting game support? I think you're talking about not getting the car, right? You're going to have to contact game support and let them know what happened and see if they can fix it for you. I think that's the only that's the only option you have, honestly. I wish there were more options, but that's really about it. Generally what they'll do is they'll look at your account, right? And they'll look to see what happened. If they see, oh yeah, this person beat the race, but the car never showed up, they'll normally send you the car. Now, I don't know about now, but in the past, they were very good at fixing things like that when there was problems. Now, if you don't beat the boss, you lose the car. Like if you race the final race and you lose, that's it. The car's gone forever. You have no chance to get it again. Now, most of the boss cars are not very good. So if you miss out on the boss car, you'll be okay. There's most of the boss cars are really not that good. All right, I'm going to go back out to the lobby and see if anybody else is out here because we did a bunch of races. Oh no, did the game freeze? I think the... Oh, crap sandwiches. Hold on a second, everybody. Yeah, the game froze up. I should be in the 12.0 lobby today. Should be the 12.0 lobby. Okay, now we're back on. All right, here we go. Back out to live racing. The game's running weird. It's all like weird and choppy today. That's not normal. Yeah, normally... Oh, cool. We got... No, mostly bots again. There's one real player, so let's race them. But yeah, usually I put a pinned comment... Usually I put a pinned comment up at the top of the chat, so you know what lobby I'm in. Yuri, I don't think CSR ever had pink slips. I think you're thinking of a different game, because I don't believe that ever happened on this game, did it? Does anybody else remember that? Because I don't think that ever existed. I know a lot of people have asked about it and said, don't you think that would be cool if we had pink slips? But yeah, I don't think that was ever a thing on this game. Oh, I ran way too fast. I ran way too fast that time. Aha, now we got some real players. Speedy, what's up, Speedy? All right, here we go. Oh, I slowed down too much. What's up, Free Truth? How are you doing? Good morning. Yeah, you're probably thinking about that Racing Rivals game or whatever it was that doesn't exist anymore. I always hear people talk about that. I never played it, but people are always talking about that. All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1, go. April says, is PC better than mobile gaming PC? Mobile, hold on a second. I can't read. All right. Is PC better than mobile PC game loop? I don't know what game loop is. I'm not sure what game loop is. I use an Android emulator just because it's way easier to make videos off of a PC than it is on a cell phone. Trying to make videos or live stream from a cell phone is not ideal. Not ideal. Guy, have a great day. Catch you later, and thanks for stopping by. But yeah, I mean, if this game had pink slips, I wouldn't take any bets on pink slips because people find all kinds of weird tunes that'll make them destroy you. Is BlueStacks working for you free? I wasn't even able to get the game to open on that. I've always had a lot of issues with BlueStacks. Me and BlueStacks are not friends. April says I use Game Loop. Yeah, I've never heard of Game Loop. I don't think. I mean, it sounds familiar, but I don't know what it is. I don't have too many problems with LD Player. Like, I use LD Player, and most of the time it's really good. Free says a laptop is better, huh? Better than what? Better than a phone? Honestly, though, I'd rather play this game on a phone than a computer. To me, it's just easier to pick up the phone and play it. If I'm not streaming or making videos, I just play it on my phone. Phones are nice. They fit in your pocket. You can carry them with you. It's kind of a good deal in a lot of ways. I think I'm supposed to lose this one. Oh, did I miss something about a Hennessy? Well, it is a Camaro, actually. but Hennessy is like a speed. I don't really understand exactly why Hennessy has its own parts. I mean, Hennessy is just a speed shop that customizes Camaros, right? So shouldn't it really just be a Chevy? I don't get it. That's like having Rocket Bunny cars have their own parts or something. I don't get it really. Why they do that? Or am I wrong? Is maybe I don't know what Hennessy is at all, but free truth is I can play all day long. I'm on disability. Yeah, having disabilities sucks, man. It's not fun having a bunch of health problems and stuff. Like, I can't really do much either. Like, I have a hard time making doing YouTube from disabilities. It's terrible, man. Sorry you have disabilities, buddy. It's terrible. I got like an autoimmune thing that attacks my muscles and nerves, and like today I can barely walk. Like, everything hurts. Yesterday I was waddling down the sidewalk like a penguin trying to go out for a walk because everything was so locked up on me. It's terrible. Terrible. Like, it gets better and then worse, then better, and then one day it will just like flares up and it gets horrible. I hate it. Honestly though, I wish I could sit in my chair like a normal person. I could do a lot of extra fun stuff if I could sit in my chair all day. I don't know why, but sitting in the chair puts pressure on the muscles there, and then they just, they all lock up on me if I'm in the chair too much. Free says I have massive nerve damage. Yeah, that's not fun. Nerve problems, not freaking fun. Nerve pain is really weird, like... One of the weirdest things about nerve pain is you can't really tell where it's coming from. Like, you can tell the general area. I call them ghost, like muscle. When a muscle's hurting, you know where it is. You can find the spot on the muscle and be like, ah, that's where it is. But nerve problems, it's just this general like horribleness, and you're just like, where is that coming from? You can't really pinpoint it. All right. He used to say 6 inches above the skin. Mine feels like 6 inches below the skin. It's like this deep in there somewhere, and you can't figure out exactly where it's at. I don't know. It's so weird. Mystic says, I really want to get the race pass car, but I'm not sure I can. I'm pretty... Ah, man, I'm sorry you're not feeling good, buddy. Yeah, I'm not really sure how hard it's going to be. Like, if you're running behind, I'm not really sure how hard it's going to be for you to do that. William D says, mine is 6 inches through the skin. So, those of you guys that have nerve problems, do you get uncontrollable itching in your legs and feet sometimes? I don't know if that's related, but there's days where all of a sudden my feet will itch or my leg will itch. And you can sit there and scratch it until it bleeds. And it actually seems to make it worse when it itches more after you start scratching it. I don't know if that's like a normal thing if you have nerve problems or not, but I hate when that happens. All right, we're going to race Benji. Yeah, pain pills don't actually help. Pain pills and nerve pain do not help, at least for me. Maybe for some people they do, but they've tried to give me all kinds of stuff and none of it's helped one bit. I used to take gabapentin all the time and I don't think it did anything. William D, that's an interesting way to put it, man. Like a spider with legs on fire crawling across your body. Oof. Oxys, yeah, that would not be good. So you're off of those things, right? Was that hard to get off of? Yeah, I'm pretty much like anti-medication because it doesn't help. It's bad for you if you don't really want to take medication if you don't have to, especially if it doesn't help you any. Leroy said he had pain pills that were recalled. Man. One thing though, like if the doctor gives me medicine, I say make sure whatever you're prescribing me has been around since like the 1930s because I don't want any of this new shit. Whoops. I don't want any of this new stuff that's not tested and nobody knows if it's going to make you 10 times worse in 10 years. You know what I mean? Like it better be something that's been around for a long time. And they know how people react to it. Yuri says, you on insurance, my dear friend. What do you mean? Heating pad doesn't work for me. Does that work? That works for you? At least you found something. Sometimes I use ice and I'll feel better for like 10 or 15 minutes after I ice stuff. But yeah, if you got disabilities or if you're low income in the United States, you can get Medicaid. Like I get free health insurance because I have low income. So I'm on Medicaid. It's free for me. I mean, I don't have to pay anything. Now, Medicare, I don't know. I heard Medicare kind of sucks, but I get free Medicaid. I don't make enough money to... But the cool thing about the free Medicaid is, like, I don't have to pay anything for a doctor's visit. There's no copays. Like, they cover everything 100%. Now, if my YouTube channel ever starts blowing up, then I guess I would have to start paying for my own insurance, but... When you're considered low income, yep, free stuff. I even get a free cell phone because I'm low income. But yeah, in the United States, if you make less than $1,200 a month, you can get a free cell phone and free health insurance. Or if you're disabled, you can get that stuff as well. April says, what should I do? Did the last Tier 5 race. Last Tier 5 race. April, what should you do about what? I'm not really sure what you're asking here. William D says, I don't qualify because I work. I wish I could go to work. I wish I could go get a driving job again or something. I loved driving around as a job. It was kind of nice. I used to have a driving job where I delivered produce. I used to drive a truck for FedEx back in the day. Another job where I did construction, where I drove these dump trucks around. Chrissy says, isn't the Camaro a hybrid car because the shifting seems like an electric car? I don't actually know much about the Camaro, honestly. Melon, yeah, thanks, buddy. I actually don't know much about the Camaro in real life. I mean, it doesn't make these sounds like an electric car, so I don't think it's electric. Now, if it's a hybrid, now that I don't know. Ouch. I don't think it's a hybrid. Free Truth is a produce or a man. Wait, hold on. Where'd that go? No, sky's the limit. He said you deliver produce. Nice. I'm a produce manager at a store. I love my drivers. Yeah, I used to deliver produce to restaurants. Like I would go to like Olive Garden and like Chick-fil-A and stuff. That was actually sort of a rough job, but it was a really nice job as well. But I remember I would have to deliver. This is one thing I never expected when I got the job delivering produce, right? Sometimes you would get to a restaurant and their coolers would be upstairs or downstairs. And you'd load up like 600 or 700 pounds worth of potatoes on a dolly. And next thing you know, oh, you got to take this downstairs. So you're going down or upstairs with a dolly with like 800 pounds of potatoes on it, man. Those stops sucked. Like, I think I had 3 or 4 stops on my regular route where I had to go up or downstairs every day. You would think that the coolers would always be on the ground floor, but they're not always. What are the specs in my PC? I know I got 32 gigs of RAM. I've got a 3070 graphics card, I think it is, and some sort of an i7 processor. So DD is direct drive. It's actually a traction control system. And so I'm not really sure why they've added it to the game, because it doesn't really, you know, as soon as you shift into second gear, it automatically turns on. So yeah, direct drive is a traction control. Yuri, you out of here? Catch you later, buddy. Have a great day. Thank you for stopping by. Well, Leroy says dynamic drive. I thought it was direct drive, but one or the other. It could be dynamic drive. You know, the live racing lobbies have been a little bit weird since the last update hit. Oh, Leroy says in real life the Gamera does have a gas and an electric motor. I did not know that. I had no idea. See, I like cars. I like to look at them, but I don't really get into like the specs or what kind of engines they have or anything. I don't nerd out on what's inside of a car. Some people nerd out on that stuff. I nerd out on microphone specs because I'm weird. I like microphones. But yeah, cars are things I can't actually afford, so I like to look at them. I like to race them on video games, but in real life, they're not things I can actually have, so. I mean, it would be cool in real life to own a Gamera, but I don't think that's ever going to happen, at least not anytime soon. Oh. Alright, we got about 15 more minutes on the stream, guys. After that, I got to get up, go for a walk, do a few things, answer some comments, and I'm going to come back home and start working on some shift pattern videos. So I think today I'm going to try and do 3 cars. I'm not going to release them all today, but yeah. I'm going to try and do a KJ's Nismo. I'm going to do the F50 boss car. Donna's F50. And what was the third one I wanted to do? There was another boss car I wanted to make a video about today. Maybe 4. Maybe I'll do 4. I don't know. I'm at least going to try and do those 3. What was the last one? Random wants to know, is swapping live racing the best way to gain RP? Yes and no. It's normally the fastest. Like, a lot of guys will actually get 2 accounts so they can sit there and swap against themselves and make one of their cars win every single race. Now, when you're swapping and you connect to a person, you can just sit there and race that person back and forth over and over and over and over. You don't have to sit there and try to race somebody and wait for them to accept the race. You know, a lot of people just don't accept or they refuse the race. But in a lot of ways, it's faster. So in a way it is. William D, I'm pretty sure you could afford air on the Gamera tires. I mean, a lot of gas stations have free air pumps, buddy. But I know what you're saying. I can't afford that either. I can afford the air, but probably not the tires. Yeah, Donna's car is the F50, I believe. Speedy, thanks, buddy. Thanks, man. I really appreciate that. It's very nice of you. Sky's the limit says the Mach-E sucks. Yeah, unfortunately, the Mach-E's not that wonderful. Now, somebody in Max's crew said they had some sort of weird live racing set up for it, but I can't find one. I played with that car for about an hour the other day trying to find a live racing setup for it, and nothing. Hey, Melik. What's going on, buddy? Thank you so much for the donation. You are awesome.
Thanks for contributing to the CSR2 community.
April
Danny
says, what is the Tempest? It is on my map. So Tempest is a series of boss races. So you get through the first set of boss races. You get through the first of the... Hold on a second. All right, so you get through the first of the boss races and you beat Shaxx. And now you start the Tempest races. You have Tempest 1, Tempest 2, and Tempest 3. And it's kind of a pain in the butt. Now, if you go to my YouTube channel and you'll scroll down, you'll find my Tempest playlist that explains a lot about it. Goes over a lot of the information you need to know. It tells you some of the cars to use and stuff like that. So if you're about to start Tempest, I would go do that. And remember, though, don't be in a hurry to get through Tempest because it'll be there as long as you want it to be. It's not going to disappear from the map. A lot of people rush through it and they miss the boss cars. Like if you do the last race and you don't win, you do not get the boss car. So what you want to do is be patient, wait till your cars are fast enough. Jamie, thanks, buddy. You guys are awesome. Thank you. Now, it took me almost 9 months, 8 to 9 months into the game when I finally beat Tempest 3. Tempest 1 and Tempest 2 weren't too bad, but Tempest 3 was a pain in the butt. Tempest 3 Tier 4 is really hard, and so is Tier 5. William D, what do you mean by a simple list for Tempest? List of what cars?
Thank you so much
List
for the donation. You are awesome.
The times? Not sure what you're getting at there.
All the CSR2 vids and THNX for the swaps.
Oh crap, here comes a yawn. April, yeah, you know, I have so much stuff on a live stream. Not live stream. I have so many things on playlists to learn about the game. It's crazy. I'm not sure how many playlists I have or how many videos are on each one, but there's a lot to this game. There is a lot to this game. Yeah, Jamie said, thank you for all the CSR2 vids and thanks for the swaps. Yeah, swaps are fun, buddy. Thank you. Definitely appreciate it. Oh, I can give the... Check it out. I can give your little thing a heart. I didn't know I could do that. So you guys donated. What does that do for you guys? Anything? That must be a new feature they added. You're on the donation. I gave it a heart. That's cool. Sky's the limit. It's supposed to post that after the live stream. Let me look at the stream, but there's a box there. Unless I unchecked the box by mistake, I would have to find the stream on here. And I'll have to look after the stream, but it's supposed to... The live chat... Oh, crap, we disconnected. The live chat is supposed to replay when you watch the live stream after it ends. But as you know, you would have to rewatch the entire stream. But it doesn't put the live chat on comments of the video, but as you're watching the live stream, it should show you the chat like it did when you're on the live stream. Uh-oh. I win. Speedy said, puts a smile on our face. That's good, buddy. I'm glad. Yeah, I like it. Disconnected. What? Well, I can't talk. Just connected. Just connected. I don't know. All right, Chrissy. Is that the Chrissy here in the chat? Oh, wow. That's the first time I've seen one of those Mustangs in red. Yeah, Stax, that was fun, buddy. Thank you. Alright, well, I'm going to have to go and see how I have the stream set up because maybe the little box got unchecked for live chat. I don't think I can change that afterwards. I think I have to do that before I schedule the stream, so. April wants to know why keys are so hard to get. Yeah, I mean, the bronze keys go pretty fast. Here's one thing about keys, though. You got to be really, really stingy with your keys. Like, a lot of players are always broke because they go in and every time they get keys, they just instantly spend them and they never have any saved up. So, as a new player, you're going to be spending a lot of keys at first. You're going to be pulling this crate, pulling that crate, getting this car, getting that car, and you're always going to be out of keys, right? But after you notice, hey, when I pull these keys, it just keeps giving you the same duplicate cars over and over and over. That's about when you want to say, okay, it's time to start saving my keys. But you got to learn how to manage your resources in this game. You're always going to be broke and you're always going to be struggling. Like, I do have some videos on my playlist about key management and resource management. But what I did, which worked good for me for the silver keys at least, I took probably, I would say for 2 or 3 months, I stopped spending my silver keys completely and I saved up like 2,000 or 3,000 silver keys. And now, the only time I use my silver keys is when the Prestige Cup car is in the crate. And as soon as I get one, I stop pulling and I'm done pulling for the season. Jamie, you're welcome. That was fun, buddy. But yeah. Now, gold keys, I probably only make about 10 gold keys per month. So you got to use those very, very wisely. So if there's a car available, if there's a featured car that you really, really want, make sure it's good. Make sure it's a really good car. So if you're not one of those people that's buying keys, be very careful how you spend the gold keys. Don't spend them on just any car. Save them until there's a really amazing car. And just remember, gold keys have a 7 pull minimum to guarantee that you get it. So I say have at least 70 keys saved up before you go, because there's no guarantee you're going to open the car and get the one you want before loyalty reward. But yeah, April, just go to my channel and scroll down and you'll see a whole bunch of different playlists that kind of go over almost everything in the game. Hopefully you find a bunch of stuff on there that'll help you out. When I first started this game, I had about 1 million questions and nobody could answer any of them. So after I really got a good hang of this game, I made a couple of videos and next thing I know, they started getting a bunch of views, and I said, hey, I'm going to keep making CSR videos. So it just kind of worked out that way. I never really, I never really planned to be a CSR YouTuber. It just kind of happened. I was playing the game, I shared some knowledge, people liked it, and so I kept doing it. That's kind of how I became the CSR2 guy. But I was actually amazed. I think the very first CSR2 Racing video I posted, I think when I looked at it the next day, it had like 500 or 600 views. I was like, really? I made a video and it got all those views overnight? So I made another one and the same thing happened. I couldn't believe it. So I think I started making videos for this game at the right time when there weren't a whole bunch of other people doing it. I think there was like, only like 3 or 4 main channels doing videos for this game, if I remember correctly. Now there's about 1 million channels doing videos for this game. I think when I started, I found Max the Gamer, I found Zukar, I found Doc, and Seven Worlds Gaming, and some of those guys, I don't even think they make videos for the game anymore. I think they've stopped a while back. Oh, there was also Millie too. Millie always made really good videos. But then he got a job working for CSR Racing, and then he stopped making YouTube videos once that happened. But yeah, I don't really see Seven World Gaming post videos very much anymore. I don't know. I think he had a couple of YouTube channels though. I think he had one with like a huge amount of subscribers, and then he had the CSR2 channel with about the same amount of subscribers as I have. But I'll tell you what, running more than one channel is hard. So my guess is he probably got burnt out trying to run more than one channel, I'm guessing. Sky's the limit? What are you asking, buddy? Show your tube for this, please. What do you mean? Oh, my tune? Ah, you want the tune. Well, you know what? Our 2 hours is actually up. I need to get up and move pretty soon because my whole back's just in spasms right now for laying down. All right, let's see how I've currently got this set up. So, well, it looks like right now I've got transmission, tires, and nitrous on stage 6. Everything else is on stock. I'm not sure why I ended up with having the stage 6 parts installed, because that's normally not how I do these things. But yeah, I got that. Nitrous tires, transmission, stage 6. No idea why. I really don't know why. Because you can make this car crazy good without the stage 6 parts. But I do have a couple videos about this car that shows how to set it up. There's not really just one specific way to set this car up. So that's where my nitrous is. It's on 96 and 12.3. 3.49 on the transmission, and tire pressure is stock. What's the world record time for the Chimera? Let's find out. Let me look it up really quick. There's the Jesco. I need the Koenigsegg Chimera. Koenigsegg Jesco. There's another Jesco. Koenigsegg Chimera. So the Purple Star one has a 6.952 as the fastest time. The Golden Star one has a... If I can find it. Where is the Golden Star one? It's a pain finding these things sometimes. You know what? How about this? Copy. Here's a link. This spreadsheet has almost every single car in the game, and if you click on it, it'll show you how fast they are and the world record times and stuff. So I don't see it on there. I don't want to spend 20 minutes boring everybody looking for it. So if you click on that, it'll pull up the sheet. You can look for it on there. But anyways, that's pretty much it for a stream time. So I want to say thank you guys for showing up and being here. I really appreciate all of you coming out to the live streams and watching the videos. Chrissy is about to get the thing out of the race pass. Awesome. So most cars have not most cars, but some cars just naturally have wheel spin. If you're getting way too much wheel spin to the point that it's slowing you down, sometimes you just need to launch the car differently or retune the tires. So more grip on the tires will sometimes get rid of all of or some of the wheel spin. Let's just say you're doing a perfect launch and it's wheel spinning. Try to launch a little early or a little bit late and see if that helps. So sometimes it's a tuning thing, sometimes it's a launch thing, sometimes it's just the way the car performs. But wheel spin's a big old pain in the butt. But anyways, thank you guys for being here. I gotta get going. Have a wonderful day. Lining out. See ya. And everybody who donated today, thank you. Channel members, thank you. I appreciate the extra support. Malin says, smash the like button. We would definitely appreciate that. Thank you.